Yo, let's get it started, man. This is a beautiful to see y'all brothers here. I know T Murph personally. Morning, it's good to meet you, brother. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Blessed to be here.
No doubt. First and foremost, man, we got to shout both of y'all out from being from Chicago and having this show come out on Hulu. That's a big deal for the city and surrounding areas, man. Chicagoland, that's real big. I'm gonna start with you, Lamorne, man. How you feel about just representing the crib on this one?
Oh man, it's a blessing. It truly is a blessing, man. I used to like if you Google this pisses me off so much. If you Google my name, it says I'm from Glen Ellen, Illinois. And I be getting mad. I get mad because I'm like, yo, why are they trying to stop me from being from where I'm from? Like I'm from Chicago, I'm from the crib, I'm from 101st and Eggleston.
He from the hundreds.
I went from the hundreds, but when I was in high school, I moved to the burbs, and everything is, oh, he's from Glen Ellen.
Right.
Which I'm happy to be part of the Glen Ellen community. I'm just saying, I'm from Chicago.
I feel that.
But man, it's a
lame.
You know, get your old sprayed on beard facing.
Yeah. With your suburban face ass.
Yeah, I'm from Kankakee, bro. You from 8 hours north. Bro.
Yeah.
From Canada.
Yeah.
From Canada. Stop it, Murph.
Yeah. Let's talk about this show, fellas. I'm loving the concept, man. If I got it correct, right? Lamorne, your character is a guy who's just trying to take it easy, not get too caught up in everything as far as, you know, protesting for racial equality, you know what I'm saying, police brutality and things of that nature until it happens to him. Right? Tell me a little bit about that. Have you had any experiences like that felt like, yo, this is kind of like my life playing out on this show, maybe?
Man, you know, I've had a few instances. I had a few run-ins with the police in my life in Chicago. You know, so definitely the show resonated with me. I can recall a time where I was pulled over while walking. Yeah, I was pulled over while walking, while about to hop in my car. Me and my buddy both wearing suits. And my girlfriend at the time was Jewish, and they had her stand on the side while they threw me and my boy on the car, frisked us, searched us, cuffed us, and one officer was teaching the younger officer the proper way to like get my legs spread, check my pockets. He was like, "You forget his back pocket?" He was like, "Oh, sorry, yeah." And he's like, "That could be a weapon. That could be anything. You never know what it is." And they're literally doing an experiment on us.
Right.
This is how you properly racially profile, my brother. Okay.
Yeah. That's what
when you see two men in suits, preferably on their way to court or just leaving.
Yeah.
Funeral, absolutely.
Yeah. I know a drug dealer when I see one.
Right. That's crazy.
So,
yeah. So, Murph, for you, man, you know, we've been talking about this for a minute, man. Lamorne, if you don't know, like anytime, you know, Leon might be out on our morning show here in Chicago, sometimes T Murph will come in and sit with our morning show. And when Murph Murph talked about being in the process of getting his role and to see this thing play out, man, and it's finally here. First, we want to say we're proud of you, bro. Proud of you, man.
Yo, thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. I really appreciate this. This was a dream come true, bro.
Yeah. Talk a little bit about, you know, what you guys have been doing, putting the show together.
Man, it was a process. As you know, we shot the pilot, man, in January of 2019. So, you know, we shot what you all are seeing. Everybody's like, "Oh man, it's so timely." I'm like, "Hey man, we shot this a year and a half ago, almost 2 years now." You know, and it's been a long process, of course, you know, putting the project together, having the animation aspect of it, that takes a lot. You know, and it was a pleasure working with Lamorne and Blake and Sashir and Rose. Like, all of these people were professionals. They were all hilarious. Like, Lamorne and Blake are two of the funniest people I've ever worked with in my life. Like, dude, I'm talking about, there have been days where I couldn't even focus. They always roast me for forgetting my lines, but they don't understand how hard it is to be the new guy. And then they're in there throwing out improv. So now I'm dying laughing, and I'm completely forgetting. Like, I'm barely remembering what I was supposed to remember in the first place. Now you got two dudes improving and roasting. Man, I'm crying laughing the whole time. The process was amazing, man. It was surreal. And like I say, everybody was cool, man. Everybody, from the director on down.
You brought up the fact that this show is timely with everything going on, but obviously we've been going through this year after year after year. How are you guys able to manage the seriousness of the subject matter with being naturally funny and comedians? Lamorne, I guess I'll bring that to you first.
Well, I think it's a fine line you have to walk. It's like a comedic dance you have to do with the director. You know what I mean? You have to talk about tone and where he sees the scene going at that moment. Because as a comedic actor, sometimes you want to just play and gun it and go for big laughs and do all those things, but then it won't necessarily service the scene unless that's what's called for in that scene. So a lot of times it's just a ask a question and answer thing with the director. Like, hey, in this moment, I feel like I should say something like this. And the director might go, oh, no, I think you want to tone it down a little bit because then, Murph might walk in and do this bit. Then we can't have two jokes like that because then it ruins the message of the scene. So we need one punch. And that's at the end of the scene when maybe Murph or Blake comes, you know what I mean? So it's literally a talk. It's like a walk and talk with the director and a dance that you have to figure out that chemistry and that rhythm. But I think it's the best possible way to dish out information like this, to talk about the subject matter, because people like to laugh. And, when someone's laughing, it's a good way to throw in some knowledge in there. You know what I mean? Someone's laughing like, ha, 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 ha. And you go, by the way, did you know that education in the South Side is a lot different?
Yes.
It's like, oh.
You're basically putting the medicine in the candy, basically, is what we're talking about. Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. Murph, for you, man, we know you as being, funny and doing your stand-up shows around the city and going on tours and things like that. Did you have some serious moments on this show where you really had to bring out that dramatic, serious side as an actor, especially with your first time, like, landing a series?
Yeah. I mean, in the first episode, in the pilot, they hit me with it. So I went from blah 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 to, hey Murph, we're gonna have you carry most of this scene. And I'm like, wait, what?
Right.
We're just gonna give you these 8 paragraphs and we need you to deliver all this. But like I say, having people like Lamorne who would read with me on his off days, you know what I mean? Days where he could be chilling and relaxing. Hey man, come by the room, man. Now we're reading for 2 or 3 hours, getting the tone of the scene down. Or Mo, our director, who will bring us both in and say, hey Murph, I need you to deliver this. Hey, do this. Hey, don't forget, this is your friend. So you talk to him as a friend. I feel like you're mad at this point. So, having those guys, man, who have been in the game for Lamorne, what are you, 53? Look, who've been in the game now. Look at his hairline for all these years. Really be able to help you,
but I
man.
can't find it.
You
look like you're wearing a yarmulke with that hairline.
Hey, you making too much money to still have that gap. Look, anyway, all right. Braces don't cost that much.
Look, I know we're running out of time, so I want to give both you guys, man, a quick last message or anything you want to say just to the city of Chicago and people watching. And I'll start with you with this one on Lamorne. Anything you want to say to the people here in your hometown?
Man, to the people in Chicago, I love y'all. Keep your heads up. What the news is putting out there about us ain't true. All we have to do is just stay motivated, stay activated, and hopefully y'all appreciate the work that we're putting out there.
Absolutely. T. Murph?
Yo, man, I want to shout out, of course, yes, the city of Chicago, but I also want to say big ups to my hometown, Kankakee, Illinois.
No doubt.
I want to say, regardless of the circumstances that you come up in, we all can make it. I'm from the south side of Kankakee. We grew up. We didn't have a lot. My mother did the best she could, and she would provide it for me. And look, man, I went from the crib to Hulu. So it's possible, man. Just keep dreaming, keep achieving, and work hard, man. If you feel like you're working hard, you ain't working hard enough. Work harder, grind it out, and eventually it will happen, man. So
I like how Murph said that, his mom did the best that she could, they had to sacrifice. They had an above ground pool as opposed to an in-ground pool. And
we never had a pool.
Yeah, the chef, he didn't know what he was gonna eat every day because the chef likes to switch things up.
My first car was an 80. My first car was an 88 Ford Escort. Okay, know that.
But it was in 1983.
It was a Ford Escort GT though. You had the GT
with sounds in the back that wasn't hooked up. So know that.
Hey yo, man, appreciate both of y'all brothers,
baby.
man. We proud of y'all, man. We represent the whole y'all down here in the city of Chicago, man. So I can't wait to see y'all in person, yo. Word up.
Love, Kyle. Appreciate you, bro.